So I have a piece of cardboard here which I've cut out to 3 inches by 3 inches, and I'm just taking normal yarn I had at home, and I'm going to be wrapping it around that piece of cardboard 20 times. So this is going to be that stringy portion of your tassel, and this just makes it super easy to make. Now, once you've created your 20 wraps, you're going to cut the other side of the string with a scissor, and then you're going to set it aside. All right, now I want to measure out a 9-inch long piece of yarn. So I'm just getting a ruler here to measure, and then I'm going to make my cut. Then I'm just going to bring the ends together and tie a simple knot right at the end. And then if I have a little bit of overhang, I'm going to take some scissors and just trim them. Also to note here is you can use any type of yarn you have on hand. You can also use twine or normal string if you have that as well. In the next step, you're going to grab your wrapped string that you created in the first step and that knotted piece that we just created. And what you're going to do is you're going to thread it behind all the strings, so it's at the back of the strings. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take that knotted portion and you're going to hide it right behind and in the middle of your strings, so that the finished tassel, we're not going to see the knot, it's going to be hidden behind. And then once you've done that, you're going to create a loop and you're going to hook the other side in, and then you're just going to pull. And this is going to be the portion that you're going to attach to the bookmark in a later step. Alrighty, it's coming together, it's almost done. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick up our scissors and we're going to make a cut at the top of our tassel, and that's gonna bring our tassel to life and give it that tassel-y look. So here I just wanna make sure that both sides are kind of equal length. So I'm just gonna try to cut it in the middle as best as I can. But here too, you can always trim at the end, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Then I'm just going to remove the cardboard and I'm going to lay my tassel down on the table. So now we're going to create that infamous bulb on our tassel that sits at the bottom. And to do that, we're just going to take another piece of string and just wrap it really tight. So to get that wrap going, I'm just using my thumb to hold down the end of the string, and then I just slowly wrap around the tassel. And I think I have about 9 or 10 different wraps, and then I want to tie it up. So to tie it up in a very clean way, I like to take the end of the string and wrap it behind the wraps, but it's kind of tricky to do with just your fingers. So there is a tool you can get in knitting and sewing, but I didn't want to spend any extra money for this project, so I thought a paperclip would kind of work out similarly. So all you do is you take that string and you loop it through the paperclip. Then you're going to use the paperclip to kind of thread behind those wraps and then pull up, and that string attached to that paper clip is going to go along with it, which makes it so much easier to thread through. And you're going to make your final trim. So if there's any pieces that are a little bit longer or you want to even out all the pieces, you can go ahead and do that in this step. If you're looking for more ways to turn recycling bin finds into art, check out my wine bottle art tutorial here. And until next time, lots of peace, love, and color.